collaborating in real estate? Why are they like stabbing each other in the back? And that was just the way that the real estate industry was and still is. Everybody look at the camera and say Omaha, Nebraska. That's right, guys. We are here in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm leaving the family in the bus. Omaha, Nebraska is an amazing market. About 700,000 people live here. 500,000 in the main metro, 200,000 in like the rural areas. So it's a really big growing market. I'm at a KOA today, one of my favorite franchises. I would love to own a KOA, but sadly you can't really get seller finance on KOA type of stuff. So I don't really focus on the KOA stuff. Anyway, we're gonna go out and we're gonna film today, hang out with members. I have a bunch of great deals that are gonna happen tonight in the meetup. So here's what you should be tuned in for. Number one, what's going on in Omaha? What are people doing here? And then we're gonna see how many people can get deals live tonight. We're not gonna be doing the same thing we've been doing at other meetups. We are actually doing agent outreach today. So let's go get it. Pace Morby, and I think the one thing that I do really, really well is just bring people together and collaborate with people. I do that really, really well. I'm a maniacal lunatic about this thing. I grew up in a family of 12 kids, same mom, same dad, and I grew up having community around me all the time. And so when I got into the professional world and people weren't collaborating, I thought it was really weird. And then when I got into real estate, I met people like my best friend Jamil, which I'm going to bring up here in about 15, 20 minutes. And we're gonna actually do some stuff to do some deals tonight. When I met people like Jamil, I was like, dude, why are people not collaborating in real estate? Why are they like stabbing each other in the back? And that was just the way that the real estate industry was and still is. Has anybody ever been stabbed in the back on a real estate deal? It sucks, right? And so Jamil and I set out back in 2016, 17, we set out on the road and we had this thing called the Collaboration Over Competition Tour. We had no idea why we were doing it. We were just like, let's go across the country. So we rent a minivan. We're on the road for 43 days and we would do meetups like this and actually just do deals with people live. And most of our audience at the time were wholesalers. Okay, anybody in here not know what a wholesaler is? Raise your hand if you don't know what a wholesaler is, please. Okay, okay. You don't know, are you a real estate agent? You look like an agent, what are you? Are you looking to get into the game of real estate? Is that what it is? Okay, cool. So let me tell you what a wholesaler is real fast for the one person in here that doesn't know. A wholesaler is somebody, if you look at like billboards that say, we buy ugly houses, you ever seen those signs? Typically that's a wholesaler, somebody who's gonna buy a house at a discount, get it under contract, and then sell the contract for more money to somebody else. So they actually never own the property. They just wholesale the property to somebody else. They're selling paper essentially. That's how I got my start. I got my start in real estate in 2012 by being one of those billboards you see on the freeway. Is there a lot of those people here in Omaha? Okay, cool. I started that way. So I would market, I would spend $20,000 a month in marketing to get incredibly good at being in the living room of sellers' homes. So I was not working with real estate agents for the first 8 years of my career. I was only working directly with sellers. So sellers that are in foreclosure, divorce, bankruptcy, all of these things. And I got really good at getting in their living room and I fell in love with it. And what ended up happening is I would talk about this on social media and then all of a sudden people would start DMing me going, can I learn from you? And I said, come with me, let's just go on appointments together and jump in my Prius and let's cruise around. And I just loved showing people that part of the business. What wholesalers are doing is they are usually the ones that are talking to the people in foreclosure. Do you think there's some people in Omaha, Nebraska that are in foreclosure? There are. There's a lot. There's thousands. Thousands of people are in foreclosure in Omaha, Nebraska. By the way, that's how it is everywhere in the country. You guys actually have a really great market here. I'm not saying it's a bad market. It's a great market. Have you ever seen boarded up houses? Okay. I went to a part of town today. Troy, where are you at? Is Troy in here? Okay, Troy, what part of town is your 30 unit in? North Omaha. Is that a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood, guys? Okay. So I drive around that neighborhood and I see boarded up houses. So wholesalers are the ones that are going after the boarded up houses and finding the owner, negotiating with that owner, getting that property under contract at a really deep discount and then selling it to fix and flippers. Where are my fix and flippers in here that want to fix and flip? Okay. You guys, have you bought from wholesalers before? Okay, cool. So most fix and flippers end up buying their deals from wholesalers. That's where these deals come from. So if you ever wonder, where the heck do deals come from? Most deals actually come from wholesalers to a certain degree, okay? If you're working with who's working with real estate agents that are wholesalers in here? Or I'm sorry, that are fix and flippers? Okay, a couple of you guys. Would you rather go direct to seller or go through an agent if you're buying a deal?
I never went direct to seller, so
Okay, would you rather go wholesaler or agent?
I should try as a wholesaler.
Okay, cool. Love this. So, okay, we're going to touch on that tonight. You just challenged me in the best possible way. Thank you for that. I'm going to teach you guys how to find more wholesalers tonight. Jamil's actually going to do that. Okay. So there are about 300,000 wholesalers in the United States. Okay, people that are knocking doors, saving people from foreclosure, cold calling, doing all the things that you absolutely probably in this room do not want to do. Because if I only have 4 people in here fixing, what the heck do people want to do here? You guys just want to buy apartment buildings? Is that what it is? What is it that, tell me guys, what do you guys want to do in here? What's like the thing you're motivated to do? Why did you come to listen to me?
Buy car washes.
Okay, car washes, cool. So where would I get a car wash from? I would either I would go direct to seller, right? Find the piece of land, call the seller directly. They're not selling, and I have to convince them to sell, okay? That's what wholesalers do. So I either go directly to the seller myself and negotiate. B, I go through a real estate agent, and real estate agents, I'm sorry to say this to real estate agents out there, they actually don't know real estate very well. Most of them don't. And if you're an agent, do not fight with me on this. You are different. 91, you guys know how many agents did not do a deal last year? 71% of real estate agents did not sell one house last year. So you could go through real estate agents and say, will you find me a car wash? Okay, it's going to be a little bit more challenging because now you have a middleman. Or 3, you can find wholesalers that know how to go negotiate and find land, get it under contract, and sell it to you for a fee. Does that make sense? Okay, so like Owen and Chris, that freaking awesome deal, that 24-plex that Chris was talking about earlier, they actually got that lead from somebody else and paid them a $10,000 fee. So that would be a wholesaler, right? So you want to get into car washes, well, those are your 3 options. You can either learn how to negotiate directly to the seller, go with the real estate agent, or find a wholesaler. Which one would you want to go? Probably wholesaler, right? Save you time. Because if you learn how to go directly to a seller, that becomes a full-time job for a while. And if all you want to do is buy car washes, you don't need to find the land. You need somebody to find the land for you. Does that make sense? Okay. What else does anybody else want to do in here? Okay, so you want to go acquire more tree businesses?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you know that there's business wholesalers?
I did not.
Okay, cool. So again, you can go and expand your tree business by going to tree. You want me to give you, somebody will sell you a tree business on Creative Finance right now?
Sure.
This is the point to this. You do not need to be the person that cold calls, door knocks, does all of those things. You could literally just find the people that are the wholesalers. I'll give you their freaking names, and they'll literally just go, what are you looking for? I'll find it for you. I'll negotiate it. Will you pay? So for example, let's say if y'all got a lot of trees in this town. And they're freaking cool trees.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell I'm getting old that I'm like, I like trees?
Dead ones aren't so cool, but
You guys, like, landscaping business must crush here. Do you guys crush pretty hard?
I don't do landscaping. I do mainly tree, but yeah, no.
Just so you know, we call that landscape. I don't know what you. I understand. You guys do tree trimming, right?
Yeah, tree trimming, tree removal.
Okay, cool. So you want to buy more tree removals. You want to do a bigger roll up and expand instead of going and getting those routes. You want to go get them. You want to get brand recognition by buying.
And my big maker is like stump grinding.
I love it. Love it. Okay, cool. So there's a seller out there right now that's sick and tired of their business. They want to retire, right? My friend Cody Sanchez, I'm sure you watch her on Instagram all the time. There's somebody out there that wants to sell their business. Are you a dad? You look like a dad.
Wanting to be.
If you have some crayons and some paper, I'll draw it out for you and show you how it works. Okay, stick figures. Okay, so are you married?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you guys are going to start having babies at some point, right?
Yes.
So you're going to be super busy. You don't have time to go door knock, negotiate with these sellers. Wouldn't it be great if you just paid somebody $10,000, $15,000 to just bring you one of these businesses and you pay them a finder's fee?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, so there's the cheat code. The cheat code is finding a wholesaler that will just go find the tree business for you that doesn't want to own the business, but we'll sell the business to you or the rights to the business for a $15,000 fee. Think about this. Chris, Owen, this is how this business works. Okay? Chris and Owen bought that 24-plex. Did they cold call the seller? Did they negotiate with the seller? Did they originally go out and find that lead, or did somebody bring that to them?
Probably someone brought it to them.
Somebody brought it to them. And these guys are deploying capital like crazy, so they're busy in their active business, right? So do they want to be out there cold calling, door knocking, doing that?
Not at all.
You're busy stump grinding.
Yeah.
Okay, we call that landscaping. Okay? So you do not have the time to go find these and negotiate. And what's going to happen is you're going to go, I want to do it, I'm going to do it next week, I'm going to do it next week, I'm going to do it next week. Next week turns into next year, and then you don't do it. Because you're busy.
Right.
Because you're growing your business. So wouldn't a wholesaler be a better fit for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What else does anybody else want to buy? Yes, go ahead.
Sub 2 to owner finance?
Okay, so you want to acquire a single family property, sub 2, and then you want to owner finance it out on a wrap. Freaking awesome, okay? You could do that with a bunch of people here locally. You want me to show you how to find sub 2 deals here in Omaha, Nebraska tonight?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I can do that for you. Maybe we could do a couple different segments tonight, okay? Could you buy those from wholesalers? You could, right? So the point is, wholesaling is where I got my start, and I learned to love being in the living room. I learned to love to negotiate with sellers, and I learned to get really, really good on the phone. But the reality is, I tell people, if you are already busy in your freaking awesome business, then why pivot any of your time and energy out of that business? Just have somebody bring that to you. So what happened tonight is a handful of deals got done that we were involved in. John, one of the guys at the end, you guys will see him pop up right now.
I was able to get 2 deals. One is going to be potentially in a mobile park home, which I'm excited about. Another one's going to be on dirt that we're going to be able to do storage units on. So
That's right.
That'll be pretty interesting. So we'll see.
Freaking John, he's the man. That's why Omaha, Nebraska was the best meetup of all of Nebraska.
Go Big Red. Go Big Red.
We also called an agent for a lady named Kimberly. So we had a handful of deals that got done. Justin Piquel and his partner were in the room. They just DM'd me, said they got 5 deals done. They were going around. Hard money lenders were doing their thing. It was an amazing meetup. But overall, the vibe was different in Omaha in an amazing way. It was all great once we realized that they needed to learn how to find wholesalers to just send them deals. And we pivoted to have Jamil teach the majority of tonight.
Certain that you guys have within you a 50-50 love-hate relationship with wholesalers, especially if you've ever had to do any JV deals with them. But let me tell you something. The reality is that those people can unlock millions of dollars in revenue for your business. You have to figure out where to find them and where to find the good ones. So I'm going to teach you guys today about the different ways that I went and started fishing for wholesalers. That was the entirety of my business. In the 7 years that we were building up Keegley, we have generated over $30 million a year in revenue. A year. Now, of course, that's revenue. We have big overhead, all the things, but it's an incredible business once you figure out how to do it. So if you have a piece of paper and a pen, I highly recommend you get it out and take notes. If not, hit the voice memo thing on your phone and record it, because I'm going to go fast. I have to get these out before the football game, and it's going to take some time. So number 1, the first way that you can go out and find wholesalers is obvious. Who in here is a part of Sub 2? Hands up. Okay, who in here is a part of Gator? Amazing. Paid communities. Your communities are incredible places to go in JV. If you are not connecting with people every single day, a minimum of 5 new connections within the communities that you've paid to be in, then you are missing the mark on how you can get an ROI on your investment. So your paid communities are absolutely very important to leverage. Number 2, free Facebook groups. There is a free Facebook group that Pace Morby had created. It's called Creative Finance with Pace Morby. That Facebook group constantly has deals posted in it. And I look at this Facebook group, and there's 150,000 people in there. And people are posting deals, and folks are just scrolling right by 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand. And guess who's coming in and taking it all? Me. Like, why are you guys not mining that Facebook group? There's incredible deals in there. So I highly recommend that you go out and join that Facebook group if you haven't already, and go and find others like that. Wholesale Hotline has a Facebook group. I have a free Facebook group. There are tons of them. Anybody out there who wants to build a small community of people who are like-minded doing the business will start a Facebook group. They don't cost anything to be a part of. And you can go in, DM people, make posts, respond to posts, and find lots of opportunities. So go mine those free resources. Number 3, virtual events, live virtual events. Okay, now live virtual events are a little bit tricky to get into because you're gonna need to give them your email and you're gonna need to give them your phone number, and they're probably gonna send you text messages. But here's the thing, those live virtual events, they've got people who are there to do business. There are people who are there to learn. There are people who are there to invest. Now, I'm not telling you to go in and spam those live events, but I'm telling you to go in there and market. Go in there and start connecting with people. What's really interesting about those free events, I put one on every Thursday morning. Every Thursday morning, I'm doing a webinar. Of course, I'm spending $30,000, $40,000 in ads for that webinar. So if I've spent that much money to get an audience for that webinar, don't you think it's worth your time to be in there? Right? Pace is doing the same thing. And everybody in our same business is doing the same thing. So every time you pass by one of those ads, every time you don't put your information in, every time you don't go in there and attend, you are missing tens of thousands of dollars. Number 3, live virtual podcasts. Live virtual podcasts. So again, Pace and I and Brent Daniels, every single Monday at 6 p.m. Arizona time, 5 p.m. Arizona time, we do a wholesale hotline. We've been doing it for the last 5 years. We routinely get anywhere between 600 to 1,000 people live on that podcast. It's on YouTube. You can go in there. In the comments are hundreds of people. If you watch Pace's YouTube channel and you go there on a Monday evening, you will see a minimum of 400 people in his comments talking to each other. Pace and I have witnessed people do $150,000 deals from those comments. In my own page, I don't have as many as Pace has in his comments. I typically will have about 100, maybe 150 people in there. They are doing business in there as well. So go from Pace's channel to my channel to Brent's channel and do the dance. Go in and hop and network with everybody. Each of us have a little audience, and each of those people could be folks that you guys could be networking with. Don't just sit there and be like, well, I'm a Pace guy, so I'm not gonna go to Jamil's channel. No, go to my channel and go get your money there. Go to Brent's channel, go get your money there. Then go back to Pace's channel and hang out. But the reality is if you're not leveraging those audiences that we've spent money to build, then you're, of course, leaving money on the table. Makes sense? All right. Number 5, title companies. How many of you are dealing with a title company right now in your business? How many of you know that there is a person in every single title company called the VP of Marketing? Do you know how much that person gets paid every year? About a couple $100,000. Do you know what that person has in their wallet? A credit card. Do you know what they do with that credit card? They spoil you. They take you out to lunch. They pay for marketing. They do all kinds of things to generate business from you. Now, these title company people, the VP of Marketing, they are connected to all of the major players in your town. One of the things that you would want to do is call the title company and make an appointment with that person and have them buy you lunch. Now, on the lunch that they're paying for, tell them what you're looking for. I am looking to connect to the 5 most incredible wholesalers that you work with. Can you please make those introductions for me? And here's what I'm going to do in return. I'm going to bring you all of my files. Guess what they will do? They will pull out their phone and they will start sending group chats with you and the 5 most voluminous wholesalers that they do business with, and they'll start connecting the dots in hopes that you will bring them business. And then guess what you do? Bring them business. Scratch their back as they scratched yours. Continue to do that. Everybody who gives you a bone, give them a bone back. Make sense? All right. I told you I'm going to go fast. Number 6, Google AdWord results. Okay, now what does that mean? Who in here has ever gone onto Google and wrote cash buyer Omaha? Cash buyer Omaha. Anyone ever do that before? Okay. When you put that into the Google search engine, what ends up happening is you get a list of all of the people who are spending tens of thousands of dollars to capture leads of people who want to sell their home fast. Every single one of those results is a wholesaler. They're a wholesaler, and they're spending tens of thousands of dollars for people to submit properties. Now, you want to be kind and polite to them. You don't want to go into their web form and submit a web form pretending to have a house for sale, only for them to call you to say, hey, I'm just joking, I just wanted to meet you. Because it's going to have cost them about $1,000 to do that, and they're not going to like you. But what you can do is look for the About Us page. There's always a page on that website that tells you about the principles of the company. It'll tell you the name of the LLC. Go the extra mile. Search the Corporation Commission. Find out who the principals of that LLC are. Then go to opencorporates.com, which is a free website that will tell you the name of that principal. Then go to a skip tracing company and skip trace that phone number and call that person. Because that person, again, is spending tens of thousands of dollars to get that traffic. So they, of course, have deals for sale. Every time that I've done this, every single time that I've done this, I've gotten a deal. If I was ever desperate and something happened and I needed to make money this week, that's exactly what I would do. I would go to that first page of Google. I would find all of the people who are spending a lot of money on search results, and I would network with every single one of them. And I'd ask, do you have any deals right now? I'm desperate for a deal. You got something I could look at? They all do. Every single one of them. You could do one of two things. You could fix and flip that deal, or you could JV that and sell it to a buyer. Very easy. Make sense? On we go. Number 8. Who in here gets mailers? Mailers. I'll buy your house for cash. Any of you guys see those coming in the mail? What do you do with them? Oh my God. Yeah, me too. I used to do the same thing. I would take the flyer, I would walk right over to the recycle bin, and I would throw it in the recycling bin. And then I realized one of those flyers was mine. And what am I? A wholesaler. So what was in the recycling bin? A whole bunch of wholesalers. Every one of those people spent 39 cents to get your attention. What does that tell you they have? A budget. If they have a budget, what does that tell you they do? Business. If they have business and they're making money, what does that mean they may have? Deals. So when you recycle those and you don't call that person, you've literally thrown thousands of dollars in the trash. Did any of you guys ever do that knowingly? No, right? But you have unknowingly. Pardon me? Okay, you weren't in the business at that time. But now that you know, check that mail.
Everybody walked away going,
Truly.
oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need in my business. I want to wholesale 0. I want to fix and flip. I want to buy and hold. I want to do co-living. I want to, buy a business. I want to buy. Everybody in Omaha is learning from freaking Warren Buffett. Just buy and hold, buy and hold. Warren Buffett's not wholesaling. He's buying and holding. And so everybody here in Omaha was buying and holding. It was a very different energy than previous meetups. Had a blast, enjoyed it. Josh, shout out to you. This was incredible. Omaha, Nebraska, we are so grateful for you. Today was incredible. A buyer-dominated group was a good change for us to pivot and go a different direction. At the very end, I funded 2 deals for a lady, Lauren, that came up to me, and she said, I've got this land. I asked an agent to my right, is this good land? What should she do with it? He says, she should build. I go, do you know a builder? He goes, I am a builder. I would build. And I go, what do you guys need? And they go, we need money. Great. I funded that deal.
Red. Go Big 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 Red.
Wow.